All right, so this would be attempt number 3 to start a video. I've had some problems with space, deleted a bunch of videos, I don't know. Made a lot of space though, got rid of a bunch of stuff, got rid of a bunch of saved videos, and I guess they really chew up space, and discarded emails you don't empty. I don't understand all that stuff too closely, but I think I got through it. We'll see. If we stop abruptly, that's where the video is going to end. So I was getting about a minute and 30-40 seconds in, and it would shut down, tell me I was out of space when I wasn't. Make long story short, I think we made some. Space. So let's get on with this. So the flat rack is on. Let me see if I can show you. I'll get a light. I think I have more time now. So basically, let's go a little back where it's easier to see. As you can see, there's 3 bolts on the bottom, 3 bolts on the top. That is 1/2-inch plate. I believe it is 12 by 4. So there's 4 of them on there, and then on all the corners, the center right here is I did with 3/16. It sets right on the frame, so I just put an extra piece of 3/16, 4 by 4, 3/16 on both sides. I don't think it can go anywhere, and you know, just we're never going to gooseneck pull with this or anything. It's just going to basically have a sander on it. So, all right. So I got the lighting done. I had to do some changes on the wires here because the plugins didn't match, even though we ordered it with a Ford plug-in, and it didn't actually match up to the Ford wiring on this truck. Could be the year, who knows. There was 2 wires backwards, so I redid the plug-in, and that's where we are. Okay, so the bottom of the truck didn't have any rust holes along the fenders or anything. It did have a spot here and a spot there about the size of a quarter that had a blister, and when I took them down, it was actually a rust hole. So I don't have time to order cab corners, so I took some metal and I tacked it in there, welded it in, cleaned out all the debris that was in there, drilled a hole in the bottom of the cab corner, and blew it all out, got it all nice and clean. The hole is, I got a hole in the bottom and a hole on the side, on the back, and I'll put a rubber plug in that one when I'm done. But as soon as I get through getting all the work caught up on that truck after I get it painted, which I'll tell you about, it's gonna get some fluid film. So we'll do inside the doors, in the rockers. When I got down and started sanding the bottom of the rockers, behind these blessed things catch all sorts of snow and hang the salt there, the rockers kind of looked like that. Not rusted out, but just rusty. So cleaned all that up, the bottom of the cab, and treated it with a rust killer. Works really good. You spray that on there and you can almost see the rust running off it, boiling out of the little crevices that were there. So when I got that done, let it sit 24 hours. It was bare metal. I used etching primer on it, and then I used a primer sealer, and then put Stone Guard black over it. And I could leave it like that, but I'm not going to. I'm going to paint it back to the original color of the truck so it matches. It'll just have a rough surface on the bottom, and it's not really that rough. It's not like bedline or anything, but it does a nice job of filling it in the little imperfections, and it supposedly will hold the paint better and won't chip off. So that side is ready. I got to do one more coat of Stone Guard on it, and I ran out, so I got 2 more cans coming. And this side, you can see where I patched the same 2 areas on this side as the other side, and then I did the same process on this side as I did the other. So basically there was a little bit of surface rust there and a little bit of surface rust here, and then I did the same thing on the inside of the doors. Went through and sanded down inside the doors, inside the inside there. That's what the Stone Guard looks like. Actually, you can see it. See the roughness on it a little bit. So then I did the same process. Used the rust killer, and then etching primer, and then a binding primer, and so then I spray. This has already been sprayed. It looks like it's not even painted there, but that's just a reflection right there. That's just a reflection shininess, but it's all painted. And then the door rubbers will go back on. So that's the factory color. So we'll do the bottom of the doors on the outside, tape this out. I'll do the same on this side. Mud flap goes back on. Got 1 mud flap left to hang on this side. Basically what I do is I took aluminum and made some little plates. These fit up inside the frame rail, and then this bolts to it. I mark it where I want it. So I don't think I can do this one-handed, but so it would look something like this, except the other way. And then I drill it and mount the mud flap, and it looks like that. So we're at 7 minutes. So I think I've cured my problem with that. So let's see, what else do I got? Monitor in the corner, cameras going in hopefully this week. I did some work on my brother's car, and he hooked me up. Those are all aluminum. I don't know where they came out of. They came out of Buffalo, New York. That's where he got them through, at an auction. So, Buffalo or Rochester? I'd say Rochester. Let's go out here for a second. So this garage is getting cleaned up. Tires for my son's truck. The 350's in here with a sander on it, and the blades on it. It's had a fresh service. It's all ready to go in case we need it. The sander, I got to put 1 new chain on it. There's a chain that's the salt just heats the chain up, so about every 2 years you got to put a new chain on the drive from the clutch to the barrel, which pulls your chain forward and pulls your material to the spreader. So our local Ford dealership, tractor dealership, carries all sorts of chain, real simple fix. That'll be up and running in a day if we need it. It's still pretty warm here, but we want things done. Okay, so what else do I got? There's some lights. Oh yeah, I'll do a separate video on that once we get going on it. But right here, boom, on the ceiling, we're putting a Big Max 125,000 BTU propane furnace, and it's direct vent through the ceiling, up through the tin. I'm not getting rid of the wood stove, but during snowy conditions, it's very tough to be back here to keep throwing wood in the fire when you're taking care of parking lots and customers, and it gets pretty hectic. So if we can leave that on like 40, 45 in here all the time, and then when we come into work, we can bump it up. And then if it gets real cold, we can use the wood for backup. I still have probably about 6 cord or so of dry wood. Out here, let's see, this has been cleaned up a lot since the last time I was showing you. So the rat rod's put away. I've done all the radiators and all the cars and the trucks. The 66 is still outside at my house. I've been driving it. That'll go away shortly along with the Mustang. This is the heater. It comes in a box with everything. 3 boxes, regulator, thermostat, everything. I bought everything to match for this system. So that opened it up and look at it. When it's up in the air, I'll do a short video on that. Okay, so sorry I'm moving too fast to the camera. I'm just excited my camera's working again, and I've got space and all that good jazz. So what else have we done? That's about it. Mess on the flat deck, because anytime you got a flat rack in here, it becomes a new tool center for parts and paint and screwdrivers and wrenches. All right, I'll bring a video again here pretty quick. Thanks for subscribing, liking the videos, and commenting, like the comments, and appreciate it. Have a good day.